Hey, what's up, my frequent flyers? This is Dr. Darin, emergency medicine physician, and welcome to the first ever freaky fast fails trauma triage. What we're going to try to do is I'm going to look at clips and fails across the internet. We're going to look at clips like this and see if this guy could have had a pretty gnarly injury and probably should go get it checked out by a healthcare provider. Let's get it going.
I watch the chicken, so I don't want to hear nothing about nobody saying I didn't watch the darn meat. My friend girl, Bubba, just told me to watch the meat. She said, watch the meat. When I don't, not with soul. Not with soul. Oh,
So he washed the chicken with the soap. Probably not the best because that soap probably contains some ingredients that might cause some upset stomach. But you probably just rinse it off and I mean, it probably is going to be pretty clean meat, that's for sure. I'll tell you what.
Hey, what are you getting out? The Tatorators. Yes. What do you want to garnish those with?
Oh, notice that, no move. Hold on, okay. So anytime you have a breaking of anything, there's a potential shrapnel flying over. I didn't see, she wasn't reacting like she was injured, but the biggest potential for injury at this point is going to be a foot laceration, injury to the foot. Doesn't seem that there's any metal to it, so she doesn't have to worry about getting a tetanus shot or having up to date. Got to have a good grip on that dish. Got an egg here. Oh, no. Stop! No, ow. All right. Oh, no, stop it. Ouch. So she took an egg beater, looked like she was going to mix something up for this Thanksgiving meal, and she put it up to her hair. Oh, no bueno. Oh, it makes me think of that one with that athlete. He put corn on the cob on a drill. So most likely she had rapidly induced alopecia areata, early female pattern baldness. It'll probably most likely grow back. At worst, she probably has some minor trauma to the scalp, maybe even some bleeding. Hopefully it didn't get in the ears. She's gonna have to get checked out for sure. Okay, we got a fire, oven fire. I've been there. One time I was trying to cook fries and I was deep frying some French fries and it boiled over, started a fire, got into the oven. Me and my brother, I kid you not, we picked up the entire oven because we couldn't find baking soda. We didn't have a fire extinguisher. So we literally picked up the entire oven, unplugged it, and took it out to the backyard and just let it burn. I figured that an oven versus a house, that was a good trade-off. Oh, yeah, so we got... She's mad. Oh! All right, looks like she fell down. So she landed on her left hip. Now, the most common injuries when we have a fall like that, okay, is gonna be a deep muscle bruise and a bone bruise, okay? We're gonna cause some muscle and bone hematomas. As we age, the density of our bones, they get less and less dense, right? They become more and more hollow, which increases the chance for fractures. So she could have a hip fracture. Now, when we say hip, we're talking about this bone you see right here. It's most typically when you say someone broke their hip, it's actually their femur. The hip sometimes referred to the iliac bone, femur bone combination, which is the hip joint. But it's usually the femur. So she could have a fracture. She hopped up pretty quick. If she's not able to stand up and bear weight, she needs to get checked out immediately. All right, I've seen these before. These never are good. Okay, let's stop. So first off, he is wearing no hand protection, right? So he is burning naked on a naked turkey. Now the danger in this is that oil will spill over, catch on the flames. Now, if this guy is going to get an injury, it's going to be on his hands, okay?
Oh my God. Drop and run.
Stop it. No. You never drop anything into oil. Because what happens? Big man cannonball. Kadoosh! Oil everywhere. On your skin, on your face, on those around you. Oh, yeah. So it looks like he got away. No. So the biggest concern for these fires is going to be burns, right? So there's 1st degree, 2nd degree, and 3rd degree burns, okay? 1st degree burns is when you just affect the outer layer, the epidermis, or the upon the dermis, okay? That's the that's your floor burns, your rope burns. 2nd degree is when you go through that first top layer and you get into the deeper layer, or the dermis, okay? Now the 3rd degree burns, that's when you have burned so deep, you've burned through the outer layer, the inner layer, and now you've gotten down into the blood vessels and you've got down into the nerves. So typically with 3rd degree burns, you're going to have lack of color, you're going to have lack of sensation and pain, very poor. These grease fires have a high propensity to cause these 3rd degree burns, because once the grease splats on you, you can't get it off and it's still on fire. Bad news. These guys have to immediately get checked out. Oh no. Okay, so this is a hoverboard. We all know what's going to happen here. She's going to lose her balance, and then she's going to lean too far forward or back, and it's going to zoom up, and she's going to hit and fall. Mark my words.
Lean forward.
Yep.
With your feet.
3,
Push your feet forward.
2, 1. Okay, same thing as last time, right? So this time she landed on her left hip. Now it also looked like she hit her elbow, okay? So right here, this bone, okay, that's called your olecranon process. You can see it in this model right here. This olecranon process is actually the most proximal, or closer to the body, of your ulna, okay? And that's one of the 2 bones in your forearm. She could have cracked that, in addition to the injuries on her left hip. Fracture, dislocation of the hip, a hematoma, bone bruise, all those other things. All right, we got some backyard turkey football. Oh, I see a light pole. He's going for it. Oh, all right. It didn't show this guy get up, so I hope he's all right. Okay, so he had a direct impact to a fixed object. Looks like he hit on the right side of his body. So concerns are going to be clavicular injury. It's going to be right shoulder dislocation. Okay, potentially he could have had a broken rib. Now, when we're running after a catch, we're always swinging that knee through. He could have hit that knee on that pole, called a patellar fracture. The thing that we're concerned about, the guy was not wearing NFL or NCAA approved headgear. So a concussion. If he hit his face on anything, we're concerned about lid, eye, mouth, lacerations, facial bone fractures. We don't see the result of it, but I do not believe any grandmothers or mothers were harmed in the filming of this video. Moving on. Oh, no kid. Okay. All right. So quick assessment we just checked out right there. Anytime a kid gets hit, right? You're always concerned. Mom and dad, instant. You're concerned. So if a parent brings their kid to me in an emergency room to determine if advanced imaging such as CT, MRIs, X-rays are needed with a head injury. Now in this video I only saw a few seconds after, but in that brief second you see the kid immediately look up at the parent. Okay, he's looking for comfort. He's not crying. He shows no loss of consciousness. He's already ambulating. Okay, so my assessment that this kid has any major traumatic brain injury is very, very low. Now if he begins to exhibit any of the symptoms, absolutely mom and dad should take him and get him checked out. But big sister's got to learn to watch out where she's driving. That's the lesson of that story. Oh, smacked in the cabeza. Ouch. Okay, so I don't know why one friend plus another friend equals stupidity, but it always does. Add additional friends, you're talking about chaos. But we're concerned about dental injury, which is going to be the most common. Facial lacerations. She has glasses on, so that's good. But easily she could have been popped in the eye, caused corneal abrasions. Ruptured globus means popped eye. Looks like she's smiling, looks like she's all right, but she got popped. All right, so she talks about her lip. So it looks like she got hit in that little lip. That's a really common place for an injury because your teeth on the bottom are on the inside. So you hit with an external force on the lip. you basically have an internal knife right going into that lip, and you can cause a laceration on the inside. The crazy cool things about mouths is they heal incredibly fast. Go get checked out, absolutely. Especially if that cut has went through and you can see it on the outside. Oh, but brother, we've all been there. We've been there. How does your body know that you're getting closer to the toilet? You ever realize that? The phenomenal thing about the rectum, right? There are two specific circular muscles in the anus, right? You've got a non-voluntary and a voluntary muscle. So as the stool is moving down south, all right, it's heading down, creates pressure change. Your body senses it. Whoop! You feel it, okay? Luckily, we have a muscle that we can control, so we can tighten that sucker up, so we can shimmy off to the bathroom and make it in time. Thank goodness for that external anal sphincter. We all benefit from that. All right, so that has been the first Freaky Fast Trauma Triage. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you laughed a little. I hope you learned a lot. If you have an opportunity, smash that subscribe button. I'm going to try to do these more because I enjoyed this. And honestly, these kind of things are my profession. These are the people I see every day. And while I do not approve of many of these activities, it is life. We do it. So I'm glad that I get to participate. Hopefully I get to help these people get quickly on the road to recovery. All right, gotta go, right? Knuckles coming around, noggin, butterfly kisses, squid fingers.